Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Brandon Johnson from Used Boats TV, and today I'm going to take you for a ride on this absolutely gorgeous Sea Ray 250 SLX bow rider with an 8.2 Mercruiser. The purpose of this video is to make an instructional operational demo aboard this 2011 Sea Ray 250 SLX bow rider. Please keep in mind, I sell boats at Heartland Marine. I've actually sold this boat sight unseen. So what I'm going to do is take the customer out with me via video test drive, as well as show everyone that could have interest, you know, everything about this boat, how to operate it, what a good cruise speed is, how we're going to use it for water sports, what our top speed is. We're going to look at the options, the conditions, all to really check it out very thoroughly. So if you're interested in buying a boat, please ask for me. If you're interested in a boat trailer, please check out Gladstone Cove BoatTrailersales.com. It is the best place to buy a boat trailer. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this bad gal in the water and get started. But first, I'd like to introduce our channel. I've been passionately selling boats for over 19 years. The purpose of this channel is to help you and your family enjoy boats and boating just as much as my family and I enjoy it. So thanks to the help of my staff here at Heartland Marine and my sons, we've been able to successfully upload hundreds of boat reviews, instructional operation, help, and how-to videos. I don't ask for anything in return, except for the opportunity to possibly help you find a boat when the time comes. So to stay up on everything we upload, click that subscribe button below and stay tuned. Nice. Always remember, before you put your boat in the water, when you're in line at the boat ramp, you want to have all your family and friends load up all the gear in the boat. You don't want to be in the line at the boat ramp and be that guy everybody's complaining about because you're trying to load up kids and coolers and taking away from the people behind you. So load up the boat before you get there. Don't be that guy. Then go ahead and put your plug in. The plug goes underneath the outdrive. Hand tight, it's good enough for a day on the water. When you pull it out and you're done for the day, go ahead and take it out. But now, got your plug in, got your family and gear and your crew, you back it in till you see the rear end float, then come back here underneath the port side aft bench seat. Right here we have dual batteries with a switch. Dual batteries with a switch is just a great safety backup feature. So we turn it to both because we're telling the alternator to keep both of those batteries charged. Then we're going to start the boat and it's going to continue to maintain both batteries. Now if we're going to stop and cove out, you know, throw an anchor, listen to some good old Garth Brooks, we'll switch that to 1 or 2. That way if we go to start it, click, 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 we just turn it to the other battery. It's fully isolated, charged, ready to go. And the day's still on. We're not getting towed in. When we're done for the day, just shut it off. But the battery's on. So that we don't make this video 8 hours long, I'm going to include a bunch of links in the description. The description is below the video window here, over here in the corner. Click the drop down arrow and you'll find a bunch of stuff. I'm going to explain. I made a bunch of videos like how to operate tilt and trim, what to do when your boat won't start, how to dock boats and tie ropes, everything just to help benefit your boating experience when you're out there with your friends and family having fun. But we know all that stuff now, so let's come up to the helm. This is not the helm. This is the head. But when we go over to the helm, 3 things quickly. If a boat won't start, click, 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 dead battery. Turn the key over, nothing happens whatsoever. It's in gear, or the battery switch is off. But our battery switch is on. It's in neutral. The 3rd thing to check, kill switch. If the kill switch is off, the boat won't start. But this is multi-port injected amazingness. Hit the key, alarm goes off to tell people to get away from the propellers, turn it, and it will fire itself right up. All right, so to drive this boat, it is super duper simple. That went on a while, that was annoying. There we go, super duper simple. Shifting, we engage it into gear, okay? This is the digital throttle and shift on the 8.2 502 block for Merc. It's a multi-port injected motor. It's super smooth, but with the digital throttle shift, it makes maneuvering super easy. It doesn't bang and clang and yank and jerk in and out of gear. So coming back to neutral right here, reverse right here, our throttle range is beyond that definitive click. Okay, another thing we can do to start it, by the way, is if we turn the key on, we can hit our little start and stop button right here. One thing I've noticed when some people are excited to drive is they hit the throttle down, they put their thumb on the trim up button. That trim up button brings the outdrive and the propellers out of the water. You're not going to go anywhere, but it sure sounds good. So now that we know how to start it, we have tilt steering right here, so we can set this nice and comfortably. Let's look at our buttons and our switches. So for this part of the video now, we're going to look at our buttons and switches and systems. And then I'm going to take the camera from my son here, and we're going to drive the boat. Wiper. There's a button for one, whether it has it or not. Bilge pump's automatic. That's located in the engine compartment. It's automatic because if you get water in there, it'll float the bobber and come on. Blower's right there. You can hear it on water pump. That's for the water system. If you put water in the sink, I recommend never using it. Captain's call exhaust. Oh yeah, baby. Step back for just 1 second. One thing I definitely want to explain with Captain's call exhaust, I love it. It sounds amazing, but only switch it when you're beneath 1800 RPM. What you're choosing here is how your boat pumps out the water, which it's using to keep the motor cool, combined with the exhaust. So what turns the flaps in there are two pencil thin, so to speak, lead bars. Now, if we're going fast and we flip that, we're putting incredible amount of pressure on those little lead bars. So switch this at idle speed. Anything else, don't do it. Engine hatch right here. This brings the engine up. Yeah. So power engine hatch opens up to show you this beautiful 8.2 mag Mercruiser 380 horsepower motor. Right over here, we have dual batteries with a switch. We have our engine, we have our stringers in a fully lined fiberglass hull. We have our automatic fire suppression system right back here. So please remember, on this specific motor, 90% of the time, if you were to have an alarm that goes off, it's gear lube. Always keep a quart of Mercruiser 90 weight high performance gear lube in the boat with you at all times. So now we're going to shut this down and go back to the helm. Horn right here, electronic horn, that's a C-ray thing. Navigation light, that's built in. That's the red and green light up front and the white light in the arch, and the middle's off. If you turn the navigation light on, the anchor light comes on by itself. So if you're stopped at night, turn the navigation lights off. You're not navigating, you're anchoring, turn that on, you're good to go. Cockpit lights are these beautiful, soft, glowing LEDs located throughout the boat. The walk-through, at the transom, aft, cool stuff. Dock lights are the headlights up front. Remember, it's illegal to drive those on at nighttime. They're simply for docking or loading the boat on and off a trailer accessory. God knows, sometimes at night you turn it on and it'll do something super cool. We will mess with the stereo because I don't know. Where is the stereo, kids? Did you look for it? No? There it is. So this is Bluetooth. Ty, make sure we don't hit something. So your stereo's right here. Braden put the batteries, brand new batteries in this boat. He forgot to hook up the wires that turn the radio on. So we're splicing this back into our demonstration video. So basically, keys on, stereo's on. You don't need the accessory. It sounds amazing. Remotes all work. It's a bad beast. And listen. Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. Let's go back to the video. We do have the trim tab buttons right here, so be sure to check out the video where I teach you how to operate those. We have our Garmin on. Let's look at our gauges. Right here we have our fuel, speed, tack, depth, trim. The trim gauge on this one does not work, so be sure to check out that tilt and trim video to explain how to work it. So what I want to do now is go ahead and take the camera from Braden, and I'm going to run the boat full speed, trim down. Why am I going to do that? Because remember, for all of you at home, if you're test driving a boat, you want to put a hard load on it. The best way to do that is to run it as hard as you can, trim down. You also want to idle for a long way. That'll tell you if your water pump impeller is strong or weak. So we've idled a long ways and talked as we went through these systems. That's why I always start these videos out this way. But run that boat hard, trim down. You're going to put the hardest load on it. You're trim down, pushing water this way, driving the nose down. So you're putting a lot of pressure on the boat. If it's going to hit, miss, spit, pop, fall on its face, that's when it's going to do that. Then we're going to trim up to see what our top speed is. Then we're going to come to a complete stop, and we're going to figure out what our operation should be for this specific 250 SLX for a cruise speed and a water sports speed. So let's go. All right, here we go. Let's get straightened out. So this is Braden, my oldest son. My middle son, Ty, he's excited. He's going to be a YouTube star. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. We just sell boats every day of our lives. So now, hold on, kids. Put your seatbelts on. So this boat with the Bravo 3X drive will absolutely shoot and get. It planes nice and smooth. Getting right up on top of the water. About to hit this old boy in the pontoon. Look at that rooster tail back there. Look at our GPS speed, we're at 43.8. Remember, we are trimmed all the way down. When we're trimmed all the way down, see that wave coming off the boat way up here? This is the best trim gauge that you can get. You want to get that wave behind your shoulder once you find a comfortable speed. So 45 trim down is it. Let's go ahead and trim up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at our speeds increasing. Now the wave's still here. 5, 6 clicks. Now the wave is behind my shoulder. And right there we're running 52 miles an hour. Boat runs nice and strong. Let's just see how far we can get it. About right there, about 53. About right in there somewhere is what we got. This is a fast boat. So it runs exceptionally smooth. It grabs to the water. It's a rough, windy day here, but I'm super impressed. Let's go ahead and do a hard turn. Remember, before you turn, trim it all the way down. Hold on, guys. We're going to give it help. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, it doesn't miss. Just really grabs to the water. They call that the sea race slide. Hammer it back down. Oh, yeah. Definitely a smooth running boat. That was awesome. All right. We didn't even have the captain's call on. It blew the boat so fast it turned my hat around. just kidding. All right. Now, we know our top speed's in the 50s. We know we have no trouble getting there, and the boat's not even warmed up yet, so the thermostat probably hasn't released to give us our full speed. We're going to go ahead and talk about how to work this boat for water sports and find a comfortable cruise speed. People always ask, what's a comfortable cruise speed on a specific boat? And that really depends on, what you feel comfortable cruising at. Some people like to cruise at 60. Some people like to cruise like us at 25 mile an hour. Whatever you're most comfortable with, we're just going to operate this boat to see what feels the best in the boat. How do we know what feels the best? You feel a lot of force in the wheel, in the floor, like you're really pushing the boat down, and you're going to find a speed and a trim angle with your drive here that really feels comfortable for the boat itself, and it'll make you as the captain feel a lot more comfortable driving it. So let's do that. All right, first, water sports. So you'd have your rope on. This is a towable tower. Remember, never tube off a tower, but get the slack out of the line. Go ahead and engage it into gear to get the slack out of the line. Then I want you to punch it. This is a big motor, so you don't have to punch it too hard. As soon as you come all the way down, I immediately want you to come back out of it, because look what happens. Right there, 20 miles an hour. That's about as fast, maybe 25, as you'd want to do any water sports. The ladder came down. So right there is a good water sports range. So all the way down, immediately come out of it. When you see that hit 20, just hold it with your pointer finger and your thumb and find the speed that you feel comfortable with. Now let's go ahead and find that exact cruise speed that we like. Just put that ladder back in. It's kicking off some waves. We'll be right back. So our ladder slid out. We didn't get in there right when the boys boarded. So we're putting that back on so we don't kick up that crazy tail. All right, back at it. Now that we know how to operate it for water sports, let's go ahead and find what our comfortable cruise speed is. We got it in forward.
Now I want to just go easy to get it on the plane. Now we're just cruising, relaxing, seeing what a 250 SLX with an 8.2 can do at cruise speed. Go ahead and put her on the plane. That's real nice and easy there. We're gonna find it. So right about here, about 27 miles an hour, is very comfortable. We're running at 3,000 RPM, so we know it's real economical. Let's play with our trim and see if we can feel anything. Oh yeah, about two clicks, 3's too much. And that's perfect right there. We're running almost 30, 3,200 RPM. Once again, very economical cruise. The wave's right at my shoulder, and the boat feels really good right here. Very smooth and comfortable. And watch what happens if I just trim it back down. Everything slows down, the sound of the motor increases, our speed slows down, our tack goes up. So go to about just under 30, 2 quick clicks up, and that's your best cruise speed right there. Extremely comfortable. So Sea Ray's a very, very well-built boat. This thing operates very smooth. Really, this boat, no one ever believes me, but it runs great with the 350. It runs great with the standard motor. It runs great with the 6.2. 496 is awesome. This 8.2 is even more powerful. It has an incredible amount of torque with a Bravo 3X drive. You won't be disappointed no matter what motor's in it. If you have a lot of people though, I would recommend doing bigger than a 350. Boat runs great, super impressed with it. I hope that you liked the demonstration video that we made here for you today. We're gonna go ahead and put it back on the trailer and take you for a ride with us. Let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Yeehaw! That's a Hellraiser right there, boys. That's a mean SOB, boys. Yeehaw! Woo-hoo-hoo! Don't tell your mama we were raising hell, boys. Yeehaw! Look at that. Boat's a runner. Those people are like, those people are crazy. No, we just got a super fast 250 SLX Sea Ray. Well, that was a short trip, but it's a short trip when you have a big motor. Well, once again, my name is Brandon. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We're going to end this video with some drone footage. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and I'll see you on the water.
a good old boy.